Hi, and welcome to Sport Brothers. I'm Tulsa McLean, and today I am joined by Kansas City Chiefs superfan and correspondent BK. How are you today, BK?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. So today we'll talk a little NFL news, and it's the Kansas City special. So starting with Geno Smith has been named Week 1 starter for the Seahawks. What's your thoughts on that, BK?
Oh, well, it's not really Kansas City related, but he sucks. What did Rex Ryan say? He goes, he told Bill Belichick try to do it with Geno Smith, and Geno Smith got really pissed at him. But he's right. He was on the Jets, and he sucked. And Bill Belichick had Tom Brady, and he destroyed him every year. So I don't know. I guess they're completely rebuilding in Seattle. Russ is gone. DK Metcalf's the only one still there worth anything really. And who's the other quarterback they got? He's also the Denver guy.
Drew Lock, isn't it?
Yeah, so he did nothing in his 2 years. So yeah, I mean, I don't even know, man. I mean, if I was a Seattle fan, I wouldn't even go to the games this year.
No, they could be 0 and 17 this year. They're looking pretty rough, and they're in a tough division. They got the Rams and the 49ers, so yeah, it's not looking good for Geno. Good luck, Geno.
Yeah, and Arizona gonna beat them folks too.
That's true. Arizona as well. Yeah, they're not going to win any games this year. Sam Darnold exited with a injury, left on a cart. Did he even have a chance? I mean, I think they already named Baker Mayfield the starter.
uh, no, I mean, if you get beat out by Baker Mayfield, how bad are you? You might as well get injured. I mean, at the point in his career, just take the paycheck. What were you, the number three pick overall? So just take the paycheck, uh, take the clipboard. There's no way. What was he ever going to do? Like, they're going to go anywhere? Sam Darnold can't win maybe 6 games. He can't even win 6 games. He might win 5 games. Baker might win 8 games.
True. Well, look, it's a nice paycheck too. I think he's getting like $19 million to be a backup, so that's pretty good money. So I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, he's got the life. Might as well be injured. Yeah.
It's good life. And the only other bit of news I had was Ronnie Stanley's been activated off the PUP list or PUP list, however you want to call it. Good news for Ravens fans, yeah. Like they were pretty bad last year. They had a banged up everyone. Seemed like everyone was hurt. What do you think of that one?
Oh, yeah. They got injured so much. I mean, he'll help, but they have no receivers, really. I was looking at the receiving core today. No one I really recognize. No one pops out. They've got a tight end who's a good, but he's a tight end. And I don't know. I don't know how Lamar's going to do this year. So, I mean, yeah, obviously it'll help. And they got injured a million times last year, but it's whatever. Yeah.
Well, it's feast or famine with him, isn't it? It's like he's either gonna have a great game and run a bunch of touchdowns, or he's gonna get hit and he's gonna get hurt, and they might completely derail at the end of the season. Who knows? But yeah, the Ravens are kind of a mystery. Well, anyways, we'll get on to the Kansas City special. So I've got some questions for you. We'll talk a little Kansas City Chiefs. So unfortunately, Lynn Dawson, NFL legend, Hall of Famer, passed away. He has all the Chiefs' records, as far as I know, franchise records, career passing, touchdowns, and wins.
Soon to be broken by Mahomes, yes.
Right? Yeah. So he's in good company, and he won Super Bowl IV. Is that number 4? I'm not very brushed up on my Roman numeral.
Yeah, he won Super Bowl four. Yeah.
Yeah. So legend.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts on Lynn Dawson are like, I don't know. I put him in there with Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. I put an asterisk by him. I don't even know if Lynn Dawson could start in today's game. If you watch those old tapes, you're just like, oh my God. And they only let 25% of black people play back then. So to me, it's very tainted. I don't even know if he's on the practice squad today. But yeah, I mean, he's a legend and he won one Super Bowl. So all of his records are going to be destroyed by Mahomes.
And look, when I look back at the old tapes, I can't believe they used to wear those just like single crossbar helmets that you just would get your face punched.
They would throw like hands, like they would do like do to do to do to do. Like there's no way that they could wind up like this. It's like baseball pitching. There's no way you got to get rid of the ball. it was a totally different game than it is today. I mean, it's like night and day.
Game's changed a lot. Guys are just bigger, faster, stronger now. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a whole different era. But look, he's a legend, and I loved that Patrick Mahomes did the recreation with the whole what would they call it, the choir huddle, and he's telling everyone, he's got everyone lined up.
Oh yeah, that was a good homage. Yeah.
That was cool. I like that. Rest in peace, Lynn. Absolute legend. All right, well, we'll go right into over-unders. I got a few just for you today. So Patrick Mahomes last year, he had 37 touchdowns. So we'll say over-under. We'll set it at 38, do it one over. Is he going to make more than 38 or less than 38 this year?
Uh, I think he'll get 40. He is. I mean, he doesn't have Tyreek Hill, obviously, but Juju Smith-Schuster is a really good receiver, and Scantling will probably catch, I'd say, 5 to 7 bombs. He'll have like 15 catches on the year and like 7 touchdowns, and it'll be like 50 yards. And and Kelsey's still there. Kelsey's going to be solid. Uh, so I say he gets 40 if he stays healthy. If he plays every game, he'll get 40. The running back by committee will still be the same. Everything's basically going to be the same. So, yes, Tyreek Hill is a big loss, but I don't think his production is going to slip. I think he's going to do almost exactly the same. So, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going way over. I'm saying he's getting 50 touchdowns this year. I think that their defense still isn't amazing. They got Chris Jones, but beyond that, I don't know that they improved, but I think they're just going to try and outscore everybody now. They've got a whole group of receivers.
Yeah, that's what they've always done.
And I think that Andy Reid will cook something up, and they'll have Sky Moore, they'll have Merkel Holdman. They got a lot of different weapons, so I think they're going to move everybody around. I think it's going to be like, trying to outscore everyone, and if you play them, you're going to have to score at least like 30 points to win, and they're going to be tough. So I just think they're just going to light it up. I mean, they got no running game really, so I think Patrick Mahomes is going to throw for over 5,000 yards and like 50 touchdowns. I think he's going to have a career or season for the ages, because
his second year.
Yeah, I think he's going to play really, really good. So I'm going to say 50.
He's going to repeat his second year.
Yes.
I mean, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, me too. Looks exciting. It's going to be a good year for the Chiefs. Let's see. Travis Kelce. Last year, he got 1,125 yards receiving, which is pretty good for a tight end. I set the under over at 1,100. Is he going to get that much again, or are they going to spread the ball around?
Yeah, I say he gets 1,000. I don't know if he gets 1,100 again. Because like you said, they have more weapons. Sky Moore, Nicole Hardman, Juju Smith-Schuster. I think they're going to have to spread it around more. They're going to key in on him. He's going to be the number one option. So every defensive coordinator is going to be like Kelsey. And, they're going to have to open it up for him. And Tyreek Hill did more not catching the ball, really, because he opened up the defense. So I say he'll probably just break 1,000. I don't think he's going to have as good as years as last year.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say like 900, somewhere in there. Like, he's still going to be an awesome weapon for third down, and he can go to him when he needs to. But I think he'll have just a nice set of receivers now, and he's got a number one for once in his life. Hopefully Juju, returns to form, and then he should help those other guys get open, because they got like 3 or 4 other guys that can hopefully, get some plays and make some catches, and it should just flow really nice. I think they're going to have a great offense this year. So, yeah, we'll go under 9. I'm going to say 900. Passing yards for Mahomes. He got 4,839 last year. I'm going to set it at 5,000. Is he going to get 5,000 over or under?
Yeah. I mean, he gets to play 17 games. So I think he'll get 5,000. I think these 17 games are going to really boost people are going to rack up numbers now with these 17 games. So 5,000 yards, I think, is probably just going to become a benchmark for the top QBs in the league. So he's at least going to get 4,500. But yeah, I say he goes over 5,000 this year. I say he has, because he had a bunch of shitty games last year too. He probably had like the worst year of his life, and he had 4,800 yards, and he had probably 4 horrible games that he couldn't. I don't know what happened. They just figured out the offense, and he finally adjusted and got back to it. But it's just the thing. People can't just play those two safeties over the top with Tyreek Hill. I think not having Tyreek Hill is going to make it more difficult for defenses because they're going to have to mix it up just to begin with. So, yeah, I say he gives up a 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so as well. I mean, they don't really have much of a running game either, so I kind of factor that in. And as I said earlier, I think he's going to have over 5,000. So I think he's going to have a brilliant year. And yeah, I think that these defenses are going to have to adjust a lot. So they should be coming with it this year. So over 5,000 on that. We'll talk about his number one receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster. Last year, he only had like 15 receptions, so he was hurt. But the year before that, he had 97 receptions the year before that. So he can get it done. I was going to set the over-under about 65. You think he'll get 65 receptions? Over-under on that one?
Yeah, I think he'll get more than that. I think he's going to be the de facto number one receiver. So I'm saying he's going to get 85 to 90. And Kelsey will get about that too. And I'll say if Scantling plays the whole year, he'll get about 20. And then I don't know about Nicole. I'm not big on Nicole Hardman. I never have been big on Nicole Hardman. All I know, he was drafted like 7 spots ahead of DK Metcalf. You could have DK Metcalf instead of him. And I don't like him. And then Sky Moore's going to be in there to see what he's like. So he's a rookie. And I don't, you just never know with rookies. But everyone's high on him, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he's good. Yeah. Well, I was going to say that was about right, 65, but maybe you're right. Maybe he will be the number one option. And I haven't seen him play that much because he was, hurt last year. So hopefully he just comes right back to form and plays like he did when he was in Pittsburgh, and then he should be great. So 65, I'd be happy with that. But if he gets more than that, beautiful. So going over that. And then last one I have for you was Chris Jones. Last year he had 9 sacks. So I set it at 10. Is he going to get 10 sacks? Under or over on that one?
If they start playing him at defensive end again, he's not a defensive end. I don't know why they did that. He's a defensive tackle. He needs to be able to clog up the middle. He is not a sack master, but if he gets 6 or 7 sacks from being a defensive tackle, that's great. That's what you want from your defensive tackle. But I don't think he does. I think Karlaftis is in this year. He was a number 1 pick. He's going to play in. Frank Clark's sorry bitch ass is going to play the other end. So I say he gets under that. I hope Karlaftis gets more than that because he's already better than Frank Clark. To me, the worst fucking signing we ever had. $20 million for that piece of shit to get a gun charge. But yeah, I say under. He's going to get hopefully 6 or 7, and hopefully play defensive tackle the whole year and not have to be a defensive end like we did last year.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize they moved his position, so that makes sense. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was thinking I was going to say even like 10 sacks. I was thinking he was going to get 10. Like, I'm hoping he plays awesome and he's their best defensive guy. So he looks bigger this year. I don't know if you saw him play in the preseason, but he looks huge. Like, he looks like a monster. So that bodes well for Chiefs fans. And yeah, I forgot about Karlaftis. Hopefully he's really good. So that'd be a nice little 1-2 combo up the middle, and hopefully they can, get some pressure on everyone. That would be great because the Chiefs don't have the greatest defense, and they got rid of Honey Badger. So
they're asking a lot for the rookies. That's a lot to ask for rookies. You got a rookie corner and a rookie end, and you want them to come in and be a shutdown corner and a sack master. That's asking a lot from rookies, but that's basically what they're asking.
Well, this is why I think they're going to score a lot of points, because they're going to have to, because the defense isn't going to hold anyone. So anyways, we'll say under for 9 sacks for Chris Jones. All right, so I thought we'd go through the schedule now, Chiefs schedule, and you tell me whether you think they're going to get a win or a loss. So they start week 1, Arizona Cardinals.
I'll say that's a dub. Cardinals have a really good team, but I hate Kyler Murray, and is it at Cardinals or is it at Chiefs?
It is at Cardinals.
I'll still take the Chiefs because I think Patrick Mahomes has a better road record than he does a home record, which is weird. But I'll take the Chiefs week 1 just because everyone's healthy. Everyone's going to be on point. I think if straight up, the Chiefs have a better team than the Cardinals, so I think that's a W.
Cardinals are a mess, and they don't have DeAndre. They don't have Hopkins for 6 games. They only got Hollywood Brown, and they lost Chandler Jones, so they're just not the same team. So yeah, I think they get the dub there. Week 2 is Chargers Tuesday night or Thursday night football, so it's going to be a short week. So they got to go right back to the Chargers week 2.
Yeah, week 2. Well, I guess it's kind of a good thing that you get that short week in the first 2 games because your body's not beat up yet, but still. Yeah, I say they get the dub. It's at home. That's the first home game. I say they get the dub on that one. It'll be close. But yeah, I'll say they start out 2-0.
2-0, nice. All right. Week 3, Indianapolis Colts at Colts.
I'm going to say they get the dub on that one. I don't know how Matt Ryan's going to pan out. I don't really like him with his big turkey neck. So depending on how the season goes, I don't think they're going to start out of the gates great, and I don't think Matt Ryan's going to do it. So I'm going to give him the dub on that one.
Okay, I like it. Week 4, Sunday night football, Buccaneers. Mr. Tom Brady. They beating him?
Yeah, they'll probably lose that one because they always cheat for Tom Brady, and they're going to cheat for him again, and they're going to give him the calls, and it's going to be close, but it's going to be like some bullshit interception he throws at the end. They're like, oh, no, it's not an interception. It was a defensive holding. Some bullshit like that's going to happen. And
offsides.
Yeah, they're going to get jobbed on something, right? And this has got to be Brady's swan song, and they're going to farewell tour or whatever, and they're going to be giving him every call. That's going to be a tough one.
Oh, yeah. Does anyone get more late game flags than Tom Brady?
No, they have all the rules. Every obscure rule in the world is in the rule book. Like, okay, in case Tom Brady gets down to the last 2 minutes, let's get the most obscure rule in the world. Here it is.
He just gives him a look, and they're like, throw the flag. And they come up with something for him, right? Interference of referee, 5-yard penalty, some shit. Anyways. Week 5 against the Raiders, and it's at home.
I still think the Raiders aren't going to be that good, even though they have Devontae. It's Derek Carr's show to lose, and he's just second tier, third tier. He's not a first tier quarterback. He just can't. At this point in his career, he's never going to be one. So I say they get the dub on that one. I don't think their defense is that much better. I think the Chiefs can just outscore them.
All right, I like it. Week 6, Buffalo Bills at home.
Ooh, man, that's going to be a tough one. I mean, I might get an L on that one. Just like last year, they got destroyed at home. The Bills look like the toughest team in the NFL to me. And if they're going to get an L, that's probably going to be one of them. I don't think they're going to get many, but if they're going to get one, that's one that would probably sway the Bills' way. Even though it's at home, and even though, well, they beat them last year in that dramatic game. So the Bills have been thinking about that forever. And it's like when you lose a really close game, there's just something about it. You know, in sports, you're like, everyone knows they're on the same page. Like, we shouldn't have lost that game. And they just play their hearts out. So they're probably going to play their hearts out for that game. You probably got it circled right now. So let's say the Bills snag that one.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, you can't win them all. So we'll go loss there. Then we go week 7, San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh, well, this depends. Jimmy G, I guess, is staying. Is that correct? Jimmy G's staying.
I've heard Trey Lance isn't getting it done, but I don't know. I've never seen the guy play. I don't know. Is he good? I don't know.
I've seen Trey Lance play, but he was not impressive, and they're all going to say they're going to have a breakout season, but he's a big question mark. So I'm saying they're going to get the win. I'm saying they're going to have problems at quarterback, just like they did last year. So, yeah, I mean, they were still a playoff team, but I think the Chiefs are better than them with whatever quarterback that San Francisco has.
So we're going win there?
Yeah.
All right. Week 8, they get a bye. That's a good spot for a bye. Then they come back for Sunday night football at home versus the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I get the win there at home. Andy Reid never loses after a bye week. He's like 15-1 or something ridiculous like that, and they're coming off the bye week. They're going to have an extra week to prepare, and he's probably going to chop them up. Their defense, to me, has regressed every year since they lost to the Chiefs in the championship game. So they're going to get outscored, and Tannehill sucks, and Derrick Henry has to run for like 500 yards. They have no shot. That's basically that game. But I'm giving the Chiefs the W.
Hopefully Karlaftis and Jones can stop him, because that's pretty much, if they stop that, then I don't believe the Titans can throw and keep up with the Chiefs. It's just not going to happen.
And strangely, the Chiefs have shut down Derrick Henry, of all people. They have a horrible run defense, but they somehow shut him down.
It's an 11-man spy game. Just keep your eye on Henry, and I don't know how they do it, but that's good. All right. Well, then we go week 10 at home, Jaguars.
Oh, yeah, it's a dub. Jaguars are horrible. They're still horrible. They're going to get the number one pick again next year.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Hot take. Jaguars suck. Okay. Week 11 at Chargers.
Oh, yeah, that might be a loss because the Chargers are good. I say we split with the Chargers. We win at home. They win at home. Just, Herbert's a good player. The Chargers have a lot of talent.
They do.
So,
on paper, they look great.
Yeah, on paper. And every year, I think the Chargers have won a game against Mahomes, I believe. So he's always split with the Chargers. Yeah.
Well, every year when I see the Chargers, I notice that they look great on paper, but something always happens. They always get an injury. I think J.C. Jackson's hurt already. Didn't he join them this year? And he's going to be out like 3 months or something. He's got some injury and has to have surgery. So right there, they're already dropping like flies again. Like every year people talk the Chargers up, and every year something happens to them, and the football gods just go, no, and they smite them, and and they just aren't quite as good.
And I don't think they're ever well coached either. Yeah, I know. It's always like their coach isn't that
And
good.
who are their receivers? I know Keenan Allen, but do they have anyone else that he can throw to? Like,
yeah, Mike Jackson. He's big and strong. He's good, but he's like kind of.
I feel like he's hurt too
in my mind. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen the injury report.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Justin. He is a good quarterback, though. I'm pretty impressed by him. The Chiefs have a bit of a brutal schedule now. Then they go at home versus the LA Rams.
Yeah. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. I'll give them the win though. I think they can take the Rams. Yeah. At home.
All right.
I mean, the Chiefs should have been there last year. They should have beat them last year in the Super Bowl if they wouldn't have choked it off against the Bengals.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of week 13, then they face the Bengals.
yeah, is that at Bengals or at Chiefs?
At Bengals.
Yeah, that might be a loss. I don't know what it is. I don't know why Andy Reid cannot readjust at halftime. I don't know what it is about the Bengals. They're not that good, but they have the Chiefs number. Whatever it is, it's like it'll be 21-0 at halftime, and the Bengals will come back and win the game in the second half. So I don't know, unless something different happens. But I don't know what it is. The Bengals just have the number, and that's an L. So
and they got better.
L's? Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We'll tally up here in a moment, but they picked up. Didn't he get some offensive line help this year as well, which will make it even easier for Joe Burrow? So they got better. So
yeah, which is their biggest weakness. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Guy got to the Super Bowl with no offensive line, so pretty impressive.
Right, I know.
Then we got a divisional game, Week 14, Broncos at Broncos, Sunday Night Football.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I am taking the Chiefs until the Broncos beat them. Patrick Mahomes has never lost the Broncos. They've got Russell Wilson, but until
Mr. Unlimited.
they win, yeah, until they win, I'm saying no. Like how the Bengals have our number, we've got the Broncos number. Patrick Mahomes has never lost to them.
I like it. Week 15, they go at Texans.
Oh yeah, that's a W. Who is their quarterback? Davis Mills? Who is even their fucking quarterback? I don't even know.
I think that's their quarterback. Well, at least for this year. Yeah. I don't know who the backup is, but
total rebuild.
Yeah.
Total rebuild.
I like their coach.
Everything, strip it down. They're nothing. I don't know what the Texans are even thinking. They did nothing last year. They're going to do nothing this year.
And they lost Deshaun Watson for. Did they get anything for him, or did
I don't think so.
They just cut him. Right? Yeah. So I mean, he was Yeah, I know he had all the legal problems and he still does, but like I would have traded him the year before and just tried to get a ransom for him, right? Like I don't know what they're
At
thinking.
least like 20 draft picks or something. I know.
Right? Then it goes week 16 versus, or I guess at home, the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh yeah, that's a dub.
That's a tough.
Yeah.
I thought you'd
Yeah.
say it.
We already talked about
Geno Smith.
what's
Yeah.
his face. Yeah. Like, come on, retire already.
And then they go back to at home versus Broncos. They got to play them again shortly after.
Yeah. So I'm saying until the Broncos win,
Another
the Chiefs
win.
got their number. Yeah, it's
I like
another
it.
win.
And then week 18, now that 17 game season, at the Las Vegas Raiders for the finish of the season.
The Raiders. That one, well, if their record's already 13-3, right? They'll probably be clinched. They'll probably just play the backups and lose that game.
They'll lose? Okay. I like
Yeah.
it. So, yeah,
So
we got
13-4.
we
Yeah.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. So my math's
Oh,
not
5
that great.
losses.
What's that?
Okay.
Yeah, we got 5 losses on the schedule.
So 12-5, just like last year.
12 and 5. Yeah, 12 and 5.
Yeah, that's about right.
So sounds about right. All right. And then, so moving on to, we'll get to the AFC in a second. We'll go through the divisions quickly. Who will win the AFC championship this year? Is the Chiefs going to win it all?
Yeah, you know what? I'll go with them. I think in the playoffs they got Buffalo's number. As long as the Bengals don't make it, or they don't have to play the Bengals and they'll get beat, which I think the Bengals will get beat by someone else. Yeah, they're the champions.
All right. I like it. I like your confidence. Will Patrick Mahomes win the MVP this year?
He should, but they're going to give it to Brady, regardless, I think, because it's his last season. So, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be like, yeah, Brady. Because I thought they were going to give it to him last year, and they gave it to Rodgers. So one of those two guys are going to win. 40-year-old white guys select MVP. So they're going to select a 40-year-old white guy, which is going to be Rodgers or Brady. They're not going to select a 25-year-old mixed kid.
And Rodgers lost Adams, so who's he going to throw to? So, yeah, it'd have to be Brady then because I don't think Rodgers is winning it this year. What else did I have? Juju Smith. I can't even say his name. Juju Smith-Schuster. Will he return to form this year?
I say yes. I say he goes back to probably his most productive year ever. He'll emulate that. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right.
I mean, he's got Patrick Mahomes.
Yes. Yeah. Well, who doesn't want that? I guess Tyreek Hill doesn't want that. He wanted to get paid, and now he will suffer in Miami.
Yeah. Now he's gonna have. Yeah.
Does Kansas City have enough on defense? That was my last question for you.
No, but I think Mahomes can overcome that. That's what he did the first time, and that's what he's done basically every single fucking game he's played. He's overcome that shitty defense. So
yes,
I think he can still overcome it.
Seems like that's the Chiefs' formula. They've always been that way. They have a great defense and a terrible offense, or a great offense and a terrible defense, but they never seem to have it all together. Like if Patrick Mahomes had a defense that could get him turnovers, imagine how good he'd be.
Oh, if they would have come about when Alex Smith was the quarterback and the defense was good, that would have been like 5 or 6 rings right there. Because the defense was all. They had Houston and Tom Ali, the most sack leaders. They had Derek Johnson, Julian Peters, that safety that had cancer. I forgot his name. But whatever. The defense was the best. The defense was better than the offense. And Jamal Charles was the running back. Yeah, Barry. And Jamal Charles was the running back.
Yes.
So
they had him
with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, they've been dominant.
That would have been good. Well, I mean, if you think about what Tom Brady got to do, where he just got to go cherry pick the Buccaneers, who had an amazing defense, and he got to bring his tight end. Imagine if you let Patrick Mahomes go to Tampa Bay, and he got to bring Travis Kelce. Like, it would have been, it could be over. No one would ever win.
I know. You had to go cherry pick your team. Yeah. If he had to go cherry pick his team and then to bring Kelce with him, he would never lose. It's like,
right.
I mean, sure, you never lose with the shit defense they got now. I know. I think they had the best defense. Right?
people don't realize how good he is because he's got to overcome a very lackluster defense that never gets in the ball back. So he's got to do it all himself. All right. Well, I thought if you've got
And no running
time,
back.
no running back as well. Yes. If we got time, you want to go
Yeah.
through the AFC quickly, and we'll just pick division winners.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can talk about the AFC.
Okay. Well, we'll go through the conferences. So we'll start with the AFC East. You got New York Jets, 5.5 games. Buffalo set at 11.5 games. Miami's at 8.5 games, and New England is at 8.5 games. Who's coming out of that division?
Okay. Well, it's obviously the Bills. The Jets are the Jets. They're going to be horrible again. They're going to get maybe 3 or 4 wins. Miami's probably going to be the third place team. I say New England gets 9 wins, and Buffalo will probably get about 12 or 13 wins. And they'll be the number one.
Yeah.
Obviously, the best team out of the East.
Yeah, I agree. Buffalo's winning that one hands down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Mac Jones
he's
is not
okay, but he's not going to make Bill Belichick look good. He's not that good.
He's slightly better than Tua, and Tua is nothing as well. So,
And he can't really run, so you kind of want someone that can scramble these days, and he just can't do it. So, yeah, I agree. AFC North, we got Baltimore set at 10.5 games. You got Pittsburgh at 7.5 games, Cleveland at 8.5 games, and Cincinnati at 9.5 games. Who's coming out of that division?
yeah, I think if Baltimore gets everybody healthy, they win that division. And Cincinnati finishes second. I was talking to my friends who are Steelers fans. They're saying they're going to suck this year because Mickey Trubisky, but then they're going to bring in Kenny Pickett and they're going to do good. So I don't know. I think 8 wins is about right for them. And who's the other team?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati finished second. Oh, the Browns. The Browns,
Oh, Browns,
without
Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson. Yeah, whatever.
They ain't doing
They're going to be
nothing.
like they were last year. Yeah.
Even if he comes back, he's going to be so rusty that he's not going to be able to get him on a run by the end of the season. So it'll be a lost season for Cleveland.
Yeah. It's another lost season for Cleveland.
So you think Baltimore will edge Cincinnati this year?
I think they'll edge is Cincinnati, and I think Pittsburgh will have 7 or 8 wins.
Yes. Pittsburgh could be a sleeper team. I mean, I love Kenny Pickett. Penny Kickett. Can't even say his name. Kenny Pickett. I like him. He looks really good. He apparently he's a baller when it's game time, and maybe Pittsburgh creeps up. But yeah, I think you're right. It's probably going to be Baltimore or Cincinnati. Could be a coin flip.
Yeah, I think they both make the playoffs. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. So we'll say Baltimore for the North. Then we go AFC South. Houston set at 4.5 games. Tennessee's 9.5 games. You got Indianapolis at 9.5 games and Jacksonville at 6.5 games. Who do you like in that division?
Ooh, 6? No way. This is the weakest division in football, I believe. Jacksonville is, I guess, can we call them like the Lions of the AFC? I mean, they are a cat, and they're owned by a guy that doesn't make cars, but he makes car bumpers. So they're basically like the Lions of the AFC. They just got 3 number 1 overall picks in a row. That's Lions territory, and they're still not going to be good. I don't know about Trevor Lawrence. I've seen him play, but he doesn't look spectacular. There's nothing that pops out from him that makes me think he's going to be good or great or anything. So I say they get 4 wins, maybe 5. The Texans are going to be god-awful. They've got nothing. They're rebuilding. They've stripped it down to the core. They're going to do nothing. And then I don't like Matty Ice. He's a big turkey neck loser. I don't know why he got that nickname. He's never been clutch ever. And he's 40 years old now, and he's slow, and he's going to be a statue. They're just going to smoke him. They're going to blitz him. And then, the Titans will probably win, even though Tannehill sucks. They've got Derrick Henry, and they'll win it with him, basically.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Titans then? Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. Maybe Indianapolis comes out of there. Maybe they resurrect Matty Ice's career. I don't know. But, they got a good defense. But, yeah, I mean, it is a terrible division. Who cares? whoever comes out of division is going to win. So
yeah, one and done playoff team. Whoever wins that division is a one and done playoff team. So
that's it.
There we go.
All right, and then your favorite division, the AFC West. They've set the Raiders at 8.5. Chiefs are at 10.5. You got Denver at 9.5 and the Chargers at 10. So they like everybody in this division.
Wow.
Who do you like? I'm assuming you like the Chiefs, but what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I will think the Chiefs will get it again for the sixth straight year now. They'll win the West.
Yeah, I think so.
And 12 wins, I say, God, I almost called them San Diego. I say the Chargers will get 11 or 12 wins, but get second place. They'll lose the tiebreaker or whatever. And then the Raiders will finish third, and I still think Denver finishes in the cellar. Russell's going to be an upgrade, but they're still going to be probably like 8 and 9, finish in the cellar. And Raiders will be 9 and 8. So I'll say that.
Okay. I like it. So we got the Chiefs there. So yeah, not bad. So recapping, so we got Buffalo coming out of the East. We got Baltimore coming out of the North. You said Tennessee in the South, and the Chiefs rounding it out in the West. So that's how it's going to play out according to you. So yeah, we'll see how the season plays out. That's pretty much the show today. You got anything else to add today, BK?
No, just go Chiefs. Hopefully this will be
go Chiefs.
Another
like
championship season. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm picking them to win as well this year as well. So yeah, it should be an exciting season. September 10th. Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining me today here on Sport Brothers. Really good to talk to you.
Over and out.
Silly. I need a tagline. I don't have a fucking tagline. Like, I think I said keep on trucking, but that doesn't fucking work. What the fuck could I say at the end?
Just be like, Seacrest out or something.
Seacrest out. Tulsa out. All right, we'll do that. All right, pause for a second and I'll do it. And that's the show today, guys. Thanks for joining me, BK, and Tulsa out. That's terrible. Let's try
Tulsa out.
Trying to think of one more. We'll do one more. That's the show, and
fuck off.
Kansas City, Missouri. Okay.
Just be like, Sports Brothers out.
What did you say? And we like Sporty Spice. Is it Sporty Spice? What the fuck's her name? We like spicy.
Sporty Spice is our favorite Spice Girl.
All right, let me try that. All right, pause for a second. And that's the show today, guys. You get it, eh? You can't fucking talk. All right, one more time. All right, good. And that's the show today, guys. Thanks for joining me, BK. That's Sport Brothers. And our favorite Spice Girl is Sporty Spice. Thanks for watching.